So hello and welcome to the 5th episode of Against All Odds, the automation let's play, where we play as a boutique manufacturer of light roadsters and sports cars in Archana. We started in January 1957, now it is May 1966, and everyone in the factory, or in the larger shed that you can see here, is busy fulfilling the orders, and also have been busy engineering the prototypes for the Series 2. So to incorporate all the goodies that have become available over the past years since we've launched the Series 1. We also had a nice test drive on our favorite Archanan mountain road and found both cars certainly to be good enough to be put into production. There is one minor thing that needs to be changed. So there's currently a different quality setting for the bottom end for both. So overall we have a 29 engineering time, and I think for the 1.6 I had set this for some reason back to 0, the bottom end quality, when we certainly don't need it. So there is virtually no change whatsoever. Except for this arbitrary engine efficiency number. And otherwise it's just costing us extra engineering time where we don't need it because the 2 liter has -2. Yeah, so shouldn't make too much of a difference. Yeah, 0.7 can we... No, let's just give this back in a tiny bit more reliability where we suck anyway. But that's to be expected with 0 funding, and that's all we can afford. And this shouldn't have any major implications for forecasting and the overall cost. Yeah, so this is okay. So hovering between 2 and 2.5 shifts. So our large shed will be pretty busy. Let me just double check whether the target shift is set to 2, because I don't expect this to drop below that. Yeah, so that's an expensive setting, but a useful setting. So then let's put the Series 2 into production. Let's okay, so now things are getting interesting. So we have something in the bank. What we also have already is some stock, and that's going to increase if we keep the factory currently at 1 shift. So the demand currently is less than 1 shift, so we are building up stock, which is fine since we are still making a slight profit, and even if we were making a slight loss, that wouldn't be a big issue, because the stock that we have here is also part of the company valuation, and it shows even here, car inventory. So it makes it actually now easy to calculate how much that's worth, and that's going to grow. So we can add that to the cash, because we're going to stop production at some point in time before the new facelift comes on the market, and that ideally roughly most of that spare stock will sell off before the launch in May 1969. So that's something to consider so that we don't need the full loan amount anymore. So we need overall 11 million. So we have 1 million here. We have stock that will grow. So just below 10 million. 9.5. Yeah, something like that. That should work. Because we're also going to have more stock coming on before we stop production. Duration. So the last time I think we had something like 96 is 122 per month. That's steep, but we're going to sell basically double the stuff that we're selling now. 84 is 136. So that's probably not a material difference. 72 is... oh, that's going to be a difference. So 84. And then have this come out of our current cash reserves and stock. And we can think always reduce marketing. What we also need to incorporate, so we get 40 or so extra per month, because we don't need to do any more research on suspension. We got our gas monotube and we are happy with that. Alright, then let's sign this off. Stop the research. It's only 20, but anyway. What we will need to be doing about a year before the facelift comes live is start marketing Fruinia, probably a bit earlier even, because we have no awareness there. Yeah, so that's our research that we saved. So going a bit below, but that's just stock accumulating. Let's see where we are with that. 11.2, 8.7. Even a plus, so if we're having a plus, then this is fine, unless this goes into 2-year territory, then we need to stop this, of course. And it won't be linear for the remaining stock, because they will have pre-orders and they will get less attractive anyway, as they're getting older and older. And they're getting more competitors, but we're making even a plus with the current setting, so I'm certainly not worried about running out of money, even not having the full loan taken on. The good thing is no taxes, so that's factored in somehow with what we are. So 1 year currently in stock. Things are stable. So we are now 2 years out. It's only slowly accumulating, so that's actually perfect setting, the one shift currently in our factory here. 13, 12 now for the roadster. We're still making a plus, so what we can do is put this into marketing for Fruinia. So it's only the for Fruinia. And that's going to be light sport and maybe sport. So sport loves cornering, acceleration, and I think 1 kilometer time. The first one with the needle at the bottom right. Again, I'm not going to market with the main stats, that's too expensive. We're doing niche marketing, what matters, and then light sport, that's what matters most. So that's weight again, cornering, and agility. So weight and cornering. Agility is probably redundant. Let's check these first. What else is affected by agility and weight? Agility seems to be limited. Weight is track 2. That's not what we care about. So we can just market to agility, and that's not costing us anything. How much is 1 agility versus 1 weight, just out of interest? So that's 334. Yeah, 78. Wow, that's double, and that's for the track market, and maybe something else too. So agility it is, and cornering. So let's put then 10 more into cornering. So yeah, we get then some nice awareness build up for light sport and a little bit for sport. So it's about a year, so probably 12.3, 12.2. It'll have 14. I think we can, with 14 or 15 almost, we can stop the coupe. And no, we're not taking pre-orders either. Give it 1 more month for the roadster, which probably will overproduce, but anyway. That seems to be a bug. When I pause production of the second one, also stops the first one. Let's see these. Let's hope these buttons don't lie. So 14, perfect. Then let's pause this too. And also pause pre-orders. So now everything we get now is pure profit. Because we're not producing anything till the release. We're just selling off existing cars. Wow, yeah, that's huge. Both 13 months, and that should be fine with the thing coming out in 14 months and some loss. So what we can probably do is intensify the Fruinian marketing. So 50, 81, yeah, just maybe for the big launch introductory. So still making a profit. And this should last nicely. Roadster sales are actually dropping. With this extra cash, what I'm thinking of, research. So where we are still struggling is interior. Interior is 80k, and we certainly have that. So maybe with these extra sales we finally can afford interior research, so that we can get rid of our -1 there, and not have to go our material cost through the roof. So coupe is fine. Roadster we probably have some extra stock, but we can put that on sale then. No? Oh, it's the other way around, because the coupe sales just dropped. Okay, now no one's buying them anymore, because they are rather pre-ordering. So we are losing, but that's to be expected, because hardly anything sells now. Let's watch that. We still have cash in the bank, and that's fine. And that should be fine if nothing major changes. Can I put these on sale already? So 19k, 15k. Just want to get rid of them. That did at least a trick for the coupe. And yeah, the series one. So not sure why the numbers are not showing. When I set this to 19, do I have to run to calculate forecast? Which doesn't seem to work. Maybe because they're not being produced. Maybe. So cash is fine, unless we get an extremely steep drop now. So we even produced too many, but okay, that's how it is. So, Series 3. Now, no, Series 2, Mark 3. Now completed. So we're actually struggling with pre-orders, but that's because we currently only have 1.6 shifts. They have issues finding new workers for the shift, so that will get better. So we have some stock left over, 34 and 35. But we made it through, and yeah, profits look decent. And again, I want to first have some more cash in the bank. Well, this is a big jump. Now the pre-orders are getting sold off. Alright, and let's keep going. Can probably ramp up the marketing as well. And they can keep up with pre-orders now that we have 2.5 shifts. So what's our overall awareness look like, and who are we selling to? So awareness in Dalluha Light Sport, Convertible Sport is very nice. Fruinia, already 6.3 for the relevant market, which I highly suspect, so let's check. Yeah, Light Sport Premium and Sport and Light Sport. So that's 7. And here we are selling a whole lot. That's pre-orders, I think, for the convertible. No Sport anymore in Dalluha. That's interesting. Okay. And I think here we are with awareness limited for Fruinia. Can probably add some more marketing since we have now the cash for Dalluha. That's a big jump, but that's I think fine. So that we, what's the ratio? We're still having more marketing in Fruinia, but that's then simply to get the initial awareness up. Anything else worth researching? So we struggled with interior. Is there anything interesting coming up? We don't even want to turbocharge emission stuff. From pure gameplay perspective, probably, but nothing exciting we would care about. Okay, alloy rims come anyway. Vented discs, we're not having particular trouble braking. Air springs. Interior we're already doing, so premium 8-track will probably be the next facelift focus. And we already got, yeah, our safety, and the next safety isn't coming up till 70, and we don't need it since Fruinia will go to 25 in 1970, in 1980, and that's something we can't match with our fiberglass bathtub. So we simply keep going and let the money accumulate. And let's see how things change once all pre-orders have been fulfilled. So they're still working on that actually. Still selling off the rest down there. So these are about gone. We probably have to scrap, unfortunately, some of the Series 1 Roadsters. Wouldn't have needed the extra month, but that's always hard to guess. And missing those sales then right before the launch of the new model also hurts then the bottom line. So this has now this ominous 1 extra, which you have to move into the company museum manually. And this also helps them up here, that it's not cannibalizing sales here anymore. Oh, running into some pre-order issues. At least we're still fulfilling them. There's hardly anything where we can increase prices further if we need to lower our sales. So 19 in stock. Well, let them just... So as long as they are selling off, that's fine. Nothing we particularly notice. Are they actually selling? No. Possible sales 1, delivered 0. So that's... This campaign engine seems to struggle with 1. I think what I'll do just is then scrap 19 Series 1 Roadsters. Let's scrap 18 and move 1 into the company museum. There we go. Pre-orders are still being fulfilled, so that's good. Get a very nice build quality here. And hardly any slowdown. I think that's the effect of 100% tooling. So, premium 8-track coming in 18 months, catalytic converter in 2 years. So then 2 years is probably the time where we need the next facelift. For the next emissions standard. So Fruinia in 76 has WES 6. Currently we're doing fine with the coupe that's selling. How are sales numbers developing? Does the marketing have any effect? Yeah, 6 Light Sport, 3 Light Sport Premium, and here 5, so this is now very healthy numbers. But we're still having the main market in Dalluha. Okay, pre-orders are not changing anymore, so our marketing is probably too effective. Minus 2, okay, good. Increasing. We'll have to keep an eye on this. Of course, our car is also getting less attractive over time. -2, that's okay. And these can be fulfilled then when there's less demand for the car once we launch the Series 3 then with the premium A-track and the catalytic converter. I'll keep the interior research on because everything little bit helps reducing the material cost, and we just have the tech pool, so it's not just about getting the premium A-track at some point. Paying some nice taxes, but also a lot of money in the bank. So pre-orders are almost fulfilled, and the factory is running full steam, or the large shed is running full steam. Okay, that's been the pre-orders. So now we're actually very healthy, and we probably don't need that much extra loan for the next facelift. So let's just check. So we have now the premium A-track, which we'll give to both. Let's just check how difficult it is to get the next emission standards without the two-way catalytic converter, which will rob our cars of a lot of power. Or rather, our car, because we don't need it for the Roadster. We're not selling the Roadster in Fruinia. And Dalluha, I think, is much more lenient on emissions. Let's just check that. So Dalluha, yeah, WES 4 and 75, and that's it for the time being. So we're not having to worry about that. Anything else that we want to put in while we're at it? Why did we lose so much comfort in the meantime? Anyway, so magnesium rims are better than alloy rims. I have to adjust the brakes again because they got stronger. So just so that we don't get stat penalties, but keep especially the front. Do we want to have rear disc brakes? Does this make a difference in anything? Gives us some more sportiness due to less fade. Costs about the same, so maybe. Nothing here. So here we go for premium A-track, and yeah, this is still 500 bucks for one quality tick, but at least we are at 0. Here's everything fine, and probably can go up with quality to an extent, but one thing after the other. So this one just needs this update. The coupe is the one which needs the emissions. So rear disc brakes here as well. That's with fade. And some minor adjustments here that we don't get stats penalties. So that's then fine. The interior gets the 0 and the premium A-track. Okay, so emissions. So we need to have a replacement for the 1.6. And that's, where are we? 72? 72, yes. So it's 6. Whoa, no. That's probably not doable without catalytic converters, so we can simply leave this facelift here. Give it some more research for interior until then, next 8 months. And then wait until then. So they actually are building up pre-orders. I'm not going to accept pre-orders. What? Ah, I can't change that because I have a facelift live? Because I want to stop pre-orders. Let's just check that. I didn't change anything material here. Because I want to stop pre-orders. Yes. So if it's not available, then it is not available. I want to rather focus on selling off the pre-orders. So 4 months till we get our two-way catalytic converter, and then the question is how bad the power loss will be. So next month. Yeah, we need to take care of that because of the ban for leaded fuel. Anyway, but that since I suspect this will take a fair while, I think that's something then to leave for the next episode. See you then.